Hello, everybody. I'm Negasonic.
I am the danger.
And I'm back. And I'm gonna see if I can get one person to crack a smile today. So, anyone who knows me well enough should know that I am a big fan of League of Legends. Not only one of my favorite games of all time, being that it takes up most of my free time nowadays, but the fact that the champion diversity it's wonderful. Except when Riot decided to give the only black champion a drive-by ability, because fuck logic. Now, one of the great things about League is playing a champion you've mastered to the point where everybody on the enemy team is like, oh shit, run! That champion for me was Lucian. But not only is playing your favorite champion fun, but getting multiple kills over and over gives you this hell yeah feeling. But I want you to imagine you're in a queue, and the enemy player you're facing picks that one ADC you can't stand. That one champion that no matter how good you're playing, no matter how hard you try, you cannot trade with them effectively. And you are like Emerson Cod. Oh, hell no. That is what I'm going to be counting down today. The top 5 worst ADCs in League of Legends. Let's begin. I'm a bird.
Well, a bird.
Not now! God damn it, I hate that song! A lot of people are gonna hate on me for this, but Xayah, being a new addition to the roster, is something of a mixed bag for me. For one, I can't play her for shit, and being an ADC main, that's a huge problem. Not only that, but what makes her even more of a pain in the ass to deal with is her gimmick, feathers. Why did it have to be feathers? Her passive? Feathers. Most of her abilities are focused around feathers. But oh no, it doesn't stop there. They had the nerve to not only give her an ultimate that not only makes her untargetable, but also allows her to fly in the air and fire a shit ton of feathers at people. And the fact that I have died to Xayah more times than it takes for Riot to rework Sona is the reason why Xayah, you are number 5. Have a bomb to the face. Oh Tristana, why did they have to create you? You're annoying as Teemo, have the sustain of Tryndamere, and above all, every time someone dies to you, Pinkie Pie cries because you are one of Satan's many minions. I just wish you would just fucking die. Enough said. And if I'm ever in a draft pick, I will always 100% ban you because of how annoying you are. Next. Wesley Snipes with boobs. Vayne. Vampire Hunter. Queen of the 1v5. And total bitch. I'm just glad they nerfed her a little bit. But the fact that her damage can be off the charts if she's fed is ridiculous. Not to mention that she does max health true damage with each shot from her crossbow. And that is something I hate more than anything else. She has a role that is basically her way of gap closing. She has a fucking bolt shot that can pin you into terrain. She's fucking Vayne. What do you expect? Luckily for most players that play draft, she's actually not seen very much. But when she is, I fucking run for the hills and hope to God she doesn't track me down. Vayne, sweetie, you may be awesome with that whole Night Stalker, Vampire Hunter, Blade gimmick thing, but you are no less of a bitch, which is why you are number 3. Satan's immortal spawn. Yeah, you knew this little shit was gonna be on here. And I know what a majority of you are thinking. Teemo doesn't go bot. He's a mid or to top laner mostly. But that's not why I put him on this list. He is a marksman. He will always be a marksman. But he's a different kind of marksman. He is one of the only few ranged marksman champions that actually builds AP. And yes, Teemo does go top or mid lane mostly. So what is there to say regarding that? Well, his Q is basically an anvil dropping off the edge of a cliff onto your dick. His W lets him run away, and his E does poison damage over time based on AP. And the shrooms. Oh, the fucking shrooms. If I had to make an educated guess, roughly 90% of all rage when facing a Teemo in top lane for any player is due to not only dying from the rapid E-fire, not only getting ambushed when Teemo comes out of the bush, not only from not being able to engage him, because if you do, you will pay dearly for it. But if you even take the slightest wrong step or forget to buy a sweeping trinket, your awesome plan to kill Tito will literally blow up in your face. If the poison from the mushroom or Teemo constantly harassing you with his E doesn't get you first. Oh, and let's not forget that he can go invisible just by standing still or hiding in the bush, which makes him almost impossible to detect. Teemo is a lot of things in League, but if I had to exaggerate one word to describe him, it would be ghoulish. I really wish that he would be taken out of the game and replaced with somebody who is just better. Your friendly neighborhood crack dealer. This was the toughest choice I have ever had to make for a list. I really wanted to stick Teemo up on this spot, but nothing outclasses Twitch in terms of annoyance and the fact that you can't even close the gap to kill him unless you're playing Caitlyn. His Q lets him escape, his W is fucking annoying, and his E is pretty much a range extender, and his ultimate basically makes the rock cry whenever a friendly champion dies. And not to mention, he's a rat. I fucking hate rats. I cannot tell you how many times I have died to Twitch simply because I cannot engage him. I simply cannot farm safely whatsoever. I fucking hate this champion. I want him to wither away and die. And not to mention, his voice gives me nightmares for weeks on end. All of these things are the reason why Twitch is, in my opinion at least, the worst ADC in League of Legends. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed my latest countdown. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see you again. Bye-bye.